Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo. And as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report, because without you guys, man, this literally does not work. Let's get open for business here. And you know, I get emails from some of the trolls out there that say that I am not professional and that I should never drink coffee in the morning on my shows because they say I sound like I'm making women-like sounds. And that I need to sit up straight and stop slouching and this forth and all that, and so what? I love my coffee. You know, I ask people to do one thing, not just with sports, not just with stuff that I do, with anything. Read and understand everything that you hear and see completely. Make sure you know what you're talking about before you comment about something. Because a lot of times people will read a headline and they will take that as fact, and that's why we have so many problems, because people don't understand exactly everything that's there. We are an instant gratification group of people. We want everything like that. We don't want to put in the work, but we need to do the work to understand things, okay? Understand when I talked about Dak Prescott that somebody else had said, Cowboys Wire had done an article to say how Dak Prescott could get to $200 million, okay? And getting there was like winning the lottery twice. It's not going to happen. But people saw $200 million and immediately say, Dak Prescott's not worth $200 million. You're right. He's not worth $200 million. And nobody said he was going to get paid $200 million. Oh, unless you followed along with that other thing on Facebook where somebody had put out there, they had copied and said that article and used it as a reference, in which case now then, of course, somebody on Bleacher Report did who was going to be the first $200 million quarterback, and they listed Jared Goff and, you know, Carson Wentz and Dak Prescott and Mahomes and all. Okay, so that's the discussion out there. Nobody, regardless of a baseball player getting $321 million, nobody anytime soon is getting $200 million in the NFL. No, nobody is, okay? But instead of people reading and understanding what they saw, they immediately thought that Dak Prescott's demanding $200 million. He's a bum, get rid of him. He wants $200 million. He didn't say he wanted $200 million. But then again, I tell you what, I want $200 million. But I know realistically that's not a fair price to ask. Okay? And in the same way, Antonio Brown and the Steelers have talked it out and have mutually agreed that the best thing is to get him the heck out of town. And the Steelers basically are going to have, depending on when they trade him, either $14 million in dead money or $23 million. It's not going to be a good thing for them, but at least they can get it off the books. For Antonio Brown, damn. Why did we go out? Come on back up. Now I got to reload here because I need this article. For Antonio Brown, and before all you Cowboy fans say, let's go get that guy that will be unbeatable with him, understand where we've been before getting big name wide receivers, spend a lot of money for him. Amari Cooper, yeah, that looks great. But there was also Joey Galloway, and there was also Roy Williams. And think about divas. Now, what bothers me is, and I got to tell you, I am getting sick and tired of all these MFers who are saying that I am making things up. I talked about Jerry Jones having his press conference and everything else, talking about DeMarcus Lawrence and things like that. And we'll go on to what DeMarcus Lawrence said later on. But I'm sick and tired of people saying I'm making stuff up. And I just need to get a cheap microphone that I can just drop. Because I don't want to drop my good microphones. And you know I got problems with microphones anyway, so I don't want to keep dropping them. But I had said, I don't want Antonio Brown on my team because he seems like a me guy. He says in this article that he will he'll listen to anybody, and that he wants guaranteed money. And this person said, I'm getting disappointed in you because he never said that. Okay. I made sure I copied and pasted this link on there. So I hope you watch this, because I'm sick and tired of people telling me that I'm just making stuff up. I'm bringing you guys, believe me, I go through. I don't just throw stuff up here and make things up. And I'm sitting here spitting because I'm so mad about this. Listen, when I come through here, I'm going to tell you, I do my research. I try and cross-reference it with different articles and things like that and try and come up there. And if I'm not sure about it, I will tell you. And I did this with Earl Thomas, too. I said sources were telling me that the Dallas Cowboys, I didn't say for sure on that stuff. So all you people that are always trying to get the gotcha moment on me, screw y'all. But let me go through and read exactly what they said. And if go to Bleacher Report, and this is an article by, let's get the whole article, by Scott Pollock, okay? Wide receiver Antonio Brown is excited to play for whatever team gives me an opportunity. He said as much during an interview with ESPN, noting any team who shows interest would be on the radar. Later on Instagram Live, Brown continued his comments, adding that he wanted guaranteed money. I didn't make it up. He put it on his Instagram. If your squad wants to win and your squad want a hungry wide receiver who's the best in the whole world, someone hit my phone, tell them I ain't doing no unguarantees. I ain't going to play myself no more for the NFL. I think I've done everything. So I ask you, hold on here. Let me see, where is it? Had it upstairs. Sorry, the comments. Nick Garrett. False information. AB never said once that it was only about money. You're starting to disappoint me. I'm sorry. It sounds like to me he said I'll go anywhere and I want guaranteed money. I'm done with everything I've done with the NFL. So please tell me how I made that shit up. Okay? One thing that I honestly try to do, I am a man of my word, and everything that I bring you guys is as factual as what is out there. And if it's not, I tell you, I don't know. I'm not sure about this. And if you don't think that I am about what I put out here, please, don't watch, okay? Because I work damn hard every single day, every minute of the day when something happens. I am working on it before I come in here and put a video up. You're only as good as your word is, and I think mine is pretty damn good. And again, I go back to my original thesis. We can't afford Antonio Brown. And I would not spend that kind of money on a guy who's 31. Is he incredible? Yes, indeed he is. But I believe he would end up being a cancer to the Dallas Cowboys. And I stand behind that. That's my own personal beliefs. There's no evidence out there, but I know what I believe, and that's what I believe. This group of Dallas Cowboy players is a family. When shit hit the fan, when things were down, when they were 3-5, and they were talking about firing the coach, they were talking about firing the offensive coordinator, this team, these guys never turned on each other. Never once, when Dak Prescott was throwing for 170, 160 yards and they were losing games, did they turn against Dak Prescott. Never once did this team turn against an Zeke Elliott who got suspended by the NFL and wasn't there to help them get to the playoffs. Never once did they turn on their coach, Jason Garrett. This team is a family. And I believe you bring in an Antonio Brown, that family mix gets messed up the same way it did when Greg Hardy came to town. Now, I apologize for losing my cool, but I'm sorry when people come after me and things like that and tell me, hey, you know what? I'm like a damn caged Wolverine. I'm coming for the jugular. And if I had my mic, well, here, look. Dropping the mic on that. I'll see you guys soon.